The Sins of a Solar Empire series has attracted a large and vibrant community over the years, with a thriving competitive multiplayer scene. Dedicated players pit themselves against one another in head-to-head or team-based matchups, vying for control of the galaxy in epic strategic warfare and tactical battles. But competitive multiplayer is not the only way to play Sins, and that kind of high-pressure gameplay against human opponents is not for everybody. While most players in the PC strategy gaming sphere tend to play alone against the AI, a rapidly growing number of them are teaming up with friends to kick the living out of a bunch of computer opponents, who are a lot more tolerant to this kind of abuse than other humans tend to be. Ironclad Games and Stardock fully support this kind of behaviour, and have packed Sins 2 with features to ensure beating up the AI with groups of friends is more entertaining than ever. And so, this is a video showcasing the Sins of a Solar Empire 2 Comp-Stomp. There are many reasons to join your friends and take on the AI in a cooperative computer stomping session. It's fun to hang out with your buddies while you're playing a game, but there's so much more to it than that. If you're a hardcore strategy gamer thirsting for more complex gameplay, then cooperative multiplayer games might be for you. The decision space of a game like Sins of a Solar Empire 2 opens up dramatically with more players, as the number of potential interactions at any given point of a game increase with player and planet count, map size, and the number and size of fleets in play. Cooperative games allow players to collaborate on strategy. There is much fun to be had on plotting elaborate plans and then executing them in, hopefully, seamless fashion. Playing together with friends is exciting too. There's nothing more dramatic than being attacked by a larger, more powerful fleet of ships and being driven back, only for your friends to race in and save you in the nick of time. Next time, it'll be them on the back foot, and you'll get the opportunity to rush to their rescue, bringing just the right composition of warships to beat back the invaders and save the day. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is a fine empire building game too, and sometimes it's just fun to chill with your buddies, set the game to a chilled difficulty setting and enjoy a slow-paced expansion, cooperating with one another to integrate planets into your empire, and working together to take down threats as and when they arise. Alternatively, you and some daring human allies can stack the odds well against yourselves, piling on the AI players, setting them all to a ridiculous difficulty level, and then seeing how long you can survive. You'll need to bring your strategic and tactical A-game here, with each player covering for the other's weaknesses, attacking your AI opponents where they are weak to draw them out of position while your friends follow up with a devastating strike to a now unprotected system, to open them up for further assaults. There are a few ways to play cooperative multiplayer in Sins 2. First, you can create or join online games by connecting to Stardock's multiplayer servers here. You can view and join an existing game or host your own. If you're playing on a local area network, you can set up and join your games on your LAN here too. It's easy to invite friends to your game with our invite code system. Just send them the code from your lobby here. Then, in the multiplayer join lobby, each player can find your game and enter the code by hitting join with code to enter the game. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 features some great options that help make multiplayer games more fun by addressing some common problems that can occur when real-life humans need to do real-life things away from the game. If a player needs to stop playing, either to take a short break or drop out completely, then a computer player can take over and control their empire using the AI takeover option to ensure the game carries on smoothly. Even better, if that player then comes back or another player wants to come in and take over, they can do so with the AI hot seat option, which generally allows a human to come in and replace any AI player in the game. If you don't want the AI taking over, you can also set the human hot seat option, which will allow new players to come in and replace someone who got disconnected. The Sins 2 game lobbies allow you to show which level of play someone can expect when they enter your game, with options to cover everything from casual to expert play, specifying Comp-Stomp co-op games, and even mentoring sessions where expert players can coach newbies on the finer aspects of empire construction and deconstruction. Sins 2 is designed to be versatile. Alongside the many game setup options available to all game modes, there are many ways to adjust a Comp-Stomp session to carefully craft the type of gameplay you're going to experience together with your friends. This isn't just about setting difficulty, and to demonstrate what can be achieved here, let's take a look at some quick examples. Pair up with a friend against a team of 2 AI opponents on Transtav. This fast-paced map gives you both plenty of room to expand, with you and the AI team working towards the centre of the map where 3 minor factions await. You'll be able to grab plenty of planets between you before you meet, unless one of you decides to take the fight to the enemy early, while the other defends your holdings and works to build up a powerful endgame economy. With one of you playing aggressor and the other economic backstop, you can keep up a constant pressure on the AI team while your friend powerhouses their industry, sending you credits and resources, and even a colony or two to help keep your fleets in the fight longer. With orbiting planets switched on, each team has access to a fast-moving orbital world that can be colonized and fortified, ready for a deadly backline attack deep into your opponent's territory. Time this attack well, and you and your partner will be celebrating victory in style. If the two of you prefer to gang up on one very strong opponent, play slim pickings and form two teams, with the AI player set to unfair or higher on its own against you. This is another fast-paced map. There is little room to expand, so you need to move quickly. With so few planets, this map forces conflict early, and you and your teammate will need to work closely together to attack this larger, more economically powerful opponent with smaller forces. Hit-and-run attacks can force the AI's larger fleets to engage you in a disadvantageous position, while your teammate makes a beeline for some critical infrastructure and does serious damage. This could be fun if you want some extra challenge, where close teamwork is required for the win. If the two of you want to try something quite different, play a random 10-player multi-star map and set the game to 9 teams with 10 players. Set the AI difficulty a little higher than usual, and then put each one into a team by itself. Then, you and your friend form a team of 2 and start the game. This will play a little like a standard game, except you've got a friend to help you out, but on a truly epic scale. You'll work together to control the map, planet by planet, star by star, carefully expanding your empires together. Once you've gained a solid foothold, you can turn your attentions to matters of war. These large games can be surprisingly fast-paced, and you'll have to work hard to keep the wolves from the door, desperate to take by force what you and your teammate have earned with hard work and true grit. Expect the conflict to escalate rapidly once your neighbours begin to eye up your worlds. With 3 players, pit your human team against a team of 3 AI on Razor's Edge. This is a quick, brutal team game set on a typed map with a corridor of planets leading directly to the opposing team. Limited resources here will likely enforce the 3 of you picking a role and sticking to it. Whether you're playing backline economy, frontline defense, or deep striking raider, you'll all have to coordinate carefully if you're to overcome your enemies. There's little room for maneuver here, and direct confrontation with large and powerful fleets will come sooner rather than later. This map will require constant coordination, distribution of resources via diplomatic channels, and a lot of tenacity if you want to survive. What about 3 players against 2 other teams? Pick Triple Entente and set the AI players to fill the other 2 teams. This kind of game will be naturally asymmetric, as there's the opportunity for opposing teams to form ceasefire, share vision and synergy pacts. With 3 players on each side, team roles will depend on your starting position. Remember, players can trade planets between one another, and so it can make sense for one player to make an early beeline for the enemy and distract them from their own expansion phase while their teammates focus on colonization, trading resources, or even planets to them later on if necessary. You'll want to keep your scouts active and watch for an opening, as an enemy team are going to be weakest when they're engaged in a war with someone else. Pick your battles wisely and strike while the iron is hot. In our final example, if you've got a whole party of pals to play with, pick a random 10-player map and make any number of teams to play against, with all the humans in just one. 6 players set against a team of 4 AI could be fun if you give them a decent economic boost with unfair difficulty or higher, and while you will have the advantage of numbers, you'll need to play well to outdo such a strong AI team. There's tons of space to colonize into before you reach your foes, and these epic scale games have a huge decision space to play with when it comes to finding exciting strategies. And with such a large and long game comes the opportunity for great drama, daring raids, epic battles featuring huge fleets with many players on each side, and pulse-racing rescues that pluck a desperate friend from the brink of defeat at the last moment. While some maps are generally intended for team play and others better suited for free-for-all matches, Sins 2 generally allows you to add or remove teams from any map, whether randomly generated or pre-made. The starting positions can be important here, and some will work better for certain number of teams than others, but feel free to experiment and see what kind of crazy situations you can throw you and your friends into. Starting your game surrounded by a bunch of hostile AI neighbours while your teammates race across the map to help you might be an exciting challenge for more experienced and skilled Sins 2 aficionados. But what if you're playing alone? Don't worry, we've not forgotten gamers who prefer to play solo. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 allows a single player to team up with the AI either during the course of a normal campaign or starting out with fixed teams. While the computer can't engage in the elaborate organic diplomacy that is a feature of multiplayer games with other humans, there are ways to direct them to achieve objectives during a war. Alongside the usual diplomatic options of gifting or trading resources on planets, human players can direct their AI teammates to attack or defend a target, with the AI doing its best to send its fleets to the directive you've assigned it to. In this way, you can enjoy the fun of a cooperative game even when your friends are busy elsewhere. These are the kind of games that you'll remember forever, and those memories are even more sweet when they were created and shared with other people. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is designed to make these kinds of memories over and over again, and we hope you and your friends enjoy them.